one of the biggest cultural practice of Igbo people that unite us together as a family is the communal eating together of brotherhood. One of the biggest cultural heritage that unite Igbo brothers or Igbo relations together as one is the eating together of brotherhood, either during a festival or a feast or a man personal celebration, the coming together of your relations to sit in one table and eat together. And so Chinua Achebe wrote in Things Fall Apart, he says, in certain occasions, in-laws travel from far and wide. If a man have up to 4 wives, the 4 in-laws will come from 4 different communities to come and stay with a man who is doing a celebration. The man's brothers, the man's kinsmen, all of them gather and eat together. And that Achebe gave a proverb in Things Fall Apart. He says, when a man calls his brothers together to a feast, it is not because they don't have what to eat at home. No, sir. He says it is because to reunite the oneness of heart of our brotherhood eating together from the same table. So in Africa, or especially in Igbo land, there is a culture that brings all brotherhood together in one table during a feast as a means of uniting, reiterating the strong brotherhood that exists between us. And then Jesus Christ, the son of the criminal, the son of the government of the day, when he came down to Africa, began to make deliberate teachings that destroy every point of morality of the joint of the people. The whole assignment of Jesus Christ was to divide the people, divide and rule, and make teachings that destroys their point of joint. And so he began to teach in the book of Luke chapter 14 from verse 12. Luke 14 verse 12. He says, when thou makest a dinner, when thou makest a feast, he says, call not thy friends, call not thy brethren, call not thy kinsmen, call not thy neighbors, lest they also celebrate their own and call you back. You see, Jesus Christ never at any point in the Bible hide that he is an eternal greatest criminal that once existed in a fiction story. Jesus Christ as a criminal knows that the conscience of commonality of the people is that I invite you to my party, to my feast. People, you have an in-law in Abia State. You have an in-law in Imo State. You are doing a festival at Ebonyi State. They will travel 4 or 5 hours journey to come and stay with you. The culture unites the heart of the people together. And then when they are celebrating their own, they will invite you, you will go. Jesus Christ the criminal says, no, sir. If this commonality continues to exist, there will be one. He says, from now onwards, when you want to prepare a feast, call it not thy friends nor thy kinsmen, call it not thy brethren, or even thy in-laws, lest they call you back and repays. Because the criminal know that if they don't call you back, if you can do it to people who will not repay, if you can do it to people who will not continue the chain of circulation, the whole goodness will die. He says, when thou callest a feast, when thou makest a dinner, I know I do celebrations at Enugu. Your in-laws from far and wide will come to stay with you and eat. It was even in Things Fall Apart and Arrow of God. The communal eating together. Your kinsman comes and eats. I know you killed a particular animal to the deity in your village. The deity in your village says, go and eat it among your kinsmen. Our deities don't eat meat. It is asking you, how good are you in relationship with your kinsmen? If you have ever done a second burial of your father, go and ask, before you do the second burial, there are certain men in your kinsmen that you must give meat. If you are in enmity with them, you must go and make peace with them so that they will accept the meat from you. That's how the deities of our community is much more interested in our communal eating together. Jesus Christ says, no. When you make a feast, call the poor, call the lame, that couldn't repay you back, so that the chain of circulation of invite me, I invite you, and we form the heart of oneness of brotherhood will be destroyed. So a man carries a full cow today and go and give a reverend father, a pastor, collects the cow and says, Jesus Christ, I have collected the fowl. So Jesus Christ eats the leg, he eats the tail, he eats almost every part of the cow. And then there is a man called Light of Africa, the cooker of men, who have reason to expose the nyash of Jesus Christ, like breeze blows and expose the nyash of a fowl. It's time of emancipation and deliverance. Every teachings of Jesus Christ that have kept Africans divided, that have kept every African man oppressed and under subjection in his family as a married man. You tend to come to a point you felt you are almost regretting why you married that woman. That woman is not a bad person. It is the teachings of Jesus Christ in the life of your wife that made your wife to become a criminal in your house. The day you join the Light of Africa WhatsApp school, I will cook you and I will quote you. And when you stand before your wife will know a personal Lord and Savior is standing before her. No longer a partner or a better half or a soulmate. You are not a half man. You lost your value because of the teachings of Jesus Christ. If you want to join us in our WhatsApp school for 2026, register. It's ongoing, fast. Register. 091 100 79278. 091 100 79278. That's my PA number. It says, when thou makest a feast. I know you called your kinsmen, I know you called your brothers and your neighbors. It says, don't even do that. It's a sin because they will call you back. And just Christ never wants people to call back and repay good, so good will continue to circulate. I will travel down to my village next month for our annual Gwoka festival. The day we celebrate annual Gwoka, everybody drinks from the same cup. Ask anybody who is watching me. The same cup of palm wine fetched for everybody. That is the same cup. Almost all the 50 something to 100, more than 100 boys there will drink from one cup. Yes, sir. If they break kola nut, almost everybody there will eat from that same one kola nut. Today, what point have we come to? We have come to a point where nobody cares about the communal eating together of brotherhood again. And you don't even know all your cousins. That's why many of you go back, return back during December, and you start sleeping with your cousin. Because there was no longer an idea that unites cousins and brothers and in-laws and brethren and neighbors to eat together. Because Jesus Christ was deliberate on destroying the point of unity of the people. The cooker of men. I'm here to liberate Africans, especially African married men under suppression and pain in their house. Now, until a point your wife come and realize that this man I know before as an Agidi is now an Enwoke Kaja. Thank you so much as we continue in this African renaissance of exposing the criminal ideas